Apex Legends Season 21 is going to be going live tomorrow. We actually got the patch notes for everything that we're going to be getting with the season, so I kind of wanted to do a quick patch notes discussion and breakdown video for you guys. Not going to be too much on screen, just going to be going through the patch notes. If you guys want to check the patch notes yourself, they're on the EA.com website. You guys want to check them out. I'll probably just throw some gameplay in the background or something, kind of just talking about the patch notes. So, a lot of stuff here. Kind of want to give you guys my insight on kind of what's going to be going on, kind of how I feel about everything. Let me know what you guys think of the new season and everything. We're beginning in the comments down below. Without further ado, let's hop right into this. Brand new season. We got a brand new legend called Alter. It looks really, really cool. Got all of her abilities. I'm not going to talk about like all of her abilities because I haven't played her, so I don't know what, like, if she's going to be good or not. She seems like she's going to be really good. Like, her tactical looks really, really cool. And it looks like one of those things that's going to be like absolutely broken on release. So hopefully she's not absolutely just broken on release, similar to like Seer or a few of the other legends we got. Hopefully she's actually balanced. I'll give them credit. Like the majority of the legends we've actually had on release have been pretty balanced. Conduit was a little bit on the stronger side, but like she wasn't broken like root in the game. She was just a little bit too strong on release. But most of the other legends we got recently have all been pretty balanced. So I do expect them to kind of have everything at least balanced with Alter. Looks really cool though, really cool design wise and everything. Pretty much what she has a passive where you can remotely interact with death boxes and get an item from a distance, which is kind of cool. Tactical. Void Passage creates a portal pathway through any surface. Vertical or like up and down or like side to side, like a wall, or even like through like levels of a floor, like in a building, for example, which is really cool. So that's gonna be making like some really cool plays and like some other type of stuff you can actually build, like team comp wise with some of the other legends in the game. Could be pretty good. You got the Ultimate Nexus Void, create a regroup point that allies can remotely interact with open a phase tunnel back to that location. So pretty much what it is kind of like an old Revenant Totem, kind of just like a better upgraded version of like old Rev Totem, where you like set down a deployable, and if you interact with it, you go through like a portal or something, and then after a certain time, you'll actually phase back to it. I'm assuming that's kind of what it is, at least what it seems. Got her upgrades. I'm not going to go through any of her upgrades because like I don't even know how she's really going to play. Her ult cooldown could be pretty good. As like level 2 Void Vision, extend high latency health bars after exiting a tactical. I don't know if that's going to be really anything. I think you're going to want to buff her ult by 30 seconds. Internal Nexus, Void no longer times out. So I'm assuming that's her ult, I guess. And then tactical cooldown, reduce the tactical cooldown. I'm assuming the tactical cooldown is probably going to be the better one because her tactical looks incredibly good. I think if you're going to play her, like the best thing about Powder is probably going to be her tactical. At least from what I've seen on the gameplay and stuff everybody's been showing. Hype for a new legend. It's been about damn time. It's been about since, what, season 19 we got Conduit, so it's been an entire season now since we got a new legend. Looks really, really good. Like she's going to fit the game really well. Let me know what you guys think of her in the comments down below. Solos take over. They're going to be replacing duos with solos. The only reason I don't really think is actually like an actual solos mode though is like there's a bunch of different really weird shit in this. It's not like a true solos battle royale if you have a fucking respawn, like second chance respawn mechanic, and you have like a bunch of other really weird things. Like you have like a fully kitted weapons with attachments off drop, which is really stupid, and then you have battle sense, so you're able to like see or like hear by like nearby enemies. So like if somebody's close to you, you'll have like a wraith passive, and it'll like tell you if there's someone close to you. So I don't know. I don't think there's actually. I'm not going to be playing solos. I wanted solos to come back, but not with this like gimmicky bullshit. This ain't a true battle royale solos. This is some shitty LTM garbage that they're putting in the game to appease the people that actually want solos. So I don't know. I mean, if you play the LTMs, if you want solos back, you'll probably have fun with it. But at least for me, I want like the actual like solos battle royale experience, not with a bunch of shit where that tells you where enemies are and like giving you fully kitted weapons off drop, and then a second chance respawn. Once you get eliminated, you should be out. Should be like the same thing as Fortnite. Like Fortnite actually has solos. Actually, it's actually like battle royale solos. Make the same thing as Fortnite. Granted, a different game, but just like overall like the aspect of a solos battle royale. It's not actually it. It's just an LTM. Kind of unfortunate. Hopefully that changes in the next few seasons. Maybe it's just a test. We got Upheaval map rotation. We're gonna finally be getting back Kings Canyon, y'all. Maps for rotation are Broken Moon, Kings Canyon, World's Edge. Finally, It seems like every season when Kings Canyon is not in the ranked or pubs rotation, the seasons are just really, really bad. And the last 2 seasons for 19 and 20, Kings Canyon I don't think was in rotation for any of those seasons, and both of the seasons were god awful. So this goes to show you, as long as Kings Canyon's in the rotation, the season should at least be somewhat decent. It's always a really great map to have for the game. I don't give a shit what anybody says. Then we got Broken Moon back. I'm not looking forward to that at all, even with the map updates. Got a bunch of Broken Moon map updates, a few new POIs, and a few other stuff. If you guys want to check it out, there's a link to it on the patch notes. Apex artifacts. I'm not going to talk about this very much either. If you guys have a shit ton of money to waste on Apex artifacts, like $200+ to waste on this and buying all the cosmetic and like different options for this thing, go right ahead. I think this is a legit scam. This is some type of, this like legit scam. They're getting rid of like legendary, or like not really legendary, but like legend heirlooms for this type of shit. So because it makes more money, I can't support that. That's fucking garbage. If you guys have a bunch of money to go spend on it, though, and you guys like that type of stuff, go give them your money. But I would not buy that shit at all. You are supporting garbage. Nothing will change if you keep giving your money. They'll just keep on going down the road of giving us non-stop cosmetics like they did for the last 2 seasons, and like barely any content, which is why the last 2 seasons were garbage. Patch notes, we got some balance changes. Care package, Wingman's going back to the floor. It no longer has a skull piercer, and hip fire accuracy is reduced. Now it can actually take boosted loader again. Devotion's going into the care package. I don't know anybody's going to be picking up the Devotion, especially with only 324 reserve ammo. That's not near. That's maybe like what, 3 or 4 clips. That's not nearly enough ammo for the Devotion. I don't know who's going to be picking that up. It'll probably melt you with how much damage it's going to do, especially with some of these buffs, but like nobody's going to be picking that shit up. The care package weapons are really bad. I don't know, I think the care package for this next season are going to be kind of lacking. EVA 8 still I think is kind of lacking too. EVA 8, I mean the Bocek and the Kraber are good, but like I think the EVA 8 and probably the Devotion are going to be pretty bad. Especially with no Wingman in the care package, I don't know. They're going to have to buff one of those two. Old weapon rotation, you got the Nemesis, Triple Take, Peacekeeper, Prowler, and Longbow. Not bad. Here's a huge quality of life change, guaranteed weapons out of loot bins. So now if you actually drop the first loot bin you actually use, you actually get a weapon out of it, which is huge. I don't know why we never had that like a long time ago, but I'm glad they're adding that now. I don't know how many times I drop and like I'll have like 4 weapon bins in front of me, and like every single one of them does not have a weapon. I just get destroyed off drop because I don't get a weapon fast enough, and I get shot in the back and destroyed, and go right back to spawn. Right back to the lobby. Retrieving banners from death boxes. Collecting a banner will no longer lock the player out of critical gameplay actions. That's another huge quality of life change. I fucking hate grabbing a respawn banner and having the animation, then getting shot and not being able to pull out my gun, having to complete out the animation first before I'm able to fight somebody or like loot a death box. Really frustrating. Glad that's being changed. What else? What is this? It's happening. Fine. If you died, you died. We've all died. Whatever. Grab. Can't blame grabbing the banner. Clicking banners is a positive action. And for too long, we've punished that action for a brief moment. Whatever. I don't know. That's just kind of a dev note, I guess. For the animation type change. Survival items and support bin. Survival items now spawn for a support bin tray that if the item is in need. So you'll actually get stuff that based off your team needs. So if you have like respawn banners and you open like a support bin, it'll actually give you a respawn beacon if you're looking to respawn somebody and you're like, you have nobody else left. You're like last or second to last person left. Or if you need like a heat shield or something, it'll give you that. Weapon attachments. 3030 is getting this skull piercer removed. Oh, that's a huge nerf for the 3030. Charge rifle, they're buffing the ADS on the charge rifle. Still going to be the worst gun in the entire game. The charge rifle will never be good ever again unless they go back to having it hit scan like it was before they reworked it. The most awful, worst gun in the entire game. Even lower than the P2020. I would rather have a P2020 over any type of charge rifle. That is how fucking awful the gun is. Longbow, base recoil, we're getting removed, ADS, and it's a bunch of buffs for the the longbow. Skull Piercers got removed though, but they're buffing everything else about it, so it's going to be a little bit more consistent. Less damage, but more consistency. Triple Take actually now takes boosted loader, so that's kind of cool. Triple Take got a really good buff, one of my favorite guns to use. Hop Up, Skull Piercers removed from the loot pool, and boosted loader got put back in. Here's another thing that the pro players ruined. Shout out to all the pro players. This is why everybody fucking hates you. The 1x digital threat optic actually got removed entirely now. Oh, round of applause for the pro players. They complained, bitch and complained for like 3 or 4 seasons. And then I think it was for season 19, they removed it from everything apart from the care package weapons. And then they took it off the care package gun. And then they only made it for like a certain like 3 weapons in the game, like shotguns, pistols, and I think like, I forgot what the other one was. I think it was like only like 2 or 3 weapons in the game that could actually hold it. And now they took it out of the game entirely. Because the pro players bitched and complained. Yay, another thing the pro players ruined, just like the gold backpack and the gold knockdown shield. Fuck you. That's why everybody hates the pro players, including me. Ruin the game. They just ruin the game for all the people that aren't pro players. That's all they do. They're supposed to improve the game. But like the majority of the feedback they give actually ruins the game for most people. That's the problem with Apex Legends pro players. Got some legend changes. Let's talk about these. I'm going to run through these really quick because there's a lot of them here. Ash got a bit of a buff. Changes to left-hand cast. No longer stows weapon or interrupts consumables when launching. So you can actually launch an arc star while you're also firing or doing other stuff right now as well. Which is kind of cool. Kind of more of a quality of life change. Phase Breach. Inspired by some alter tech. Nearby enemies will be highlighted for players. So kind of 2 quality of life buffs. So if you're going through the Phase Breach and you're like close to somebody, if you see them as you're teleporting, you'll actually still be highlighted so you know they're there. Kind of cool. I don't know if those are really enough buffs to make Ash like incredibly good. She's like still going to be like more of like an average legend, but pretty good quality of life changes. Ballistic care package insight is actually removed. Slingshot improves Ballistic's base sling weapon to a blue set at level 2 and a purple set at level 3. So he got a few new upgrades. Still don't know why. I think Ballistic, like, the main problem with Ballistic is, like, he's really based on gunplay. And, like, if you're bad at aiming anyways, like, his entire kit doesn't do anything for you. So if you're bad at aiming and you're bad at gunplay anyways, like, he's just one of those legends that you're better off just playing something else. Still really cool, though. I do like Ballistic. Bloodhound, finally getting some Bloodhound nerfs. I don't know. He got a brand new level 3 as well. Long Hunt, Nox, Extend, Beast of the Hunt duration, so... Mainly nerfs for Bloodhound, rightfully so. Do not want to play against him at all. Hate him. Catalyst, they're nerfing Catalyst again. I don't know. I'm going to be real with you guys. I think for Season 21, Catalyst is probably going to be the worst defensive legend in the entire game. I think she's probably alongside Rampart. I think those are going to be probably like 2 worst defensive legends in the game. Piercing Spikes, cooldown decreased to 20 seconds. So they buff Piercing Spikes at least. Long Cast upgraded integrated into the tactical, so they gave her some buffs to her tactical, but like a lot of the other stuff they got on her kit like doesn't really do much for her. Dark Veil length increased to 45 meters, so they buffed to Dark Veil still. And I think a lot of the things with Cat was like she's been nerfed so much over the last like 2 seasons to where she's still just really, really bad. They got to do a lot of like reverts or major buffs to her to make her at least somewhat decent again. Especially when they're buffing a lot of the other defensive legends. Like she did get a few buffs here, which I thought she got nerfed, but I guess that technically she did get nerfed with this new upgrade, because this upgrade's really, really bad. Pharaoh Door is really bad. They actually replaced one of her upgrades with Pharaoh Door, which fully rebuilds and reinforces missing doors, which does nothing. It's really bad. So I don't know. She kind of got buffed, nerfed, and especially a lot of the other defensive legends that you guys will see probably got buffed. So I don't know. I still think she's going to be pretty bad. Still really fun to play, though, at least. Caustic got buffed. They buffed Caustic. They buffed some of his damage numbers on his gas. Again, for some reason. Conduit with some huge nerfs. Upgrades, battery collection removed. Now she actually has a new upgrade where you can actually stack 3 shield batteries in 1 slot. So, there you go. And they got Radiant Transfer. No longer can actually stack with Revenant's Ultimate, which is huge. This is something we should have had on Season 19. 2 seasons too late. And then when Revenant activates Foreshadow, any temporary shield generation ends immediately. So no longer you're going to see Conduit and Revenant running entire lobbies. That's done. That's great. Absolute fucking AIDS playing against that over the last few seasons. Kind of dropped off a little bit this season, but like these last 2 seasons, especially the start of season 20, it was still everywhere. Oh, else we have Crypto. There are some huge Crypto nerfs. There's a lot of stuff here. A lot of huge Crypto nerfs. I think Crypto's going to be really good this next patch. They're trying to push Crypto into making him like the best scan legend or like that type of thing over Bloodhound and a few of the other ones. Because Crypto hasn't really been seeing much play at all, and he's one of the more like least played legends in the game. Bunch of different stuff. Network traffic actually now integrated into Kid. Body count banners now visible anytime drone is out. So you don't have to look at the banners anymore to actually determine how many squads are in an area. It'll just tell you on screen as long as your drone is deployed. That's huge. Upgrades. They actually gave them a new upgrade. Improved drone handling, faster acceleration and deceleration. Pretty good. And they got 2 brand new level 3 upgrades. Drone scan persist, an additional 1.5 seconds. And then you got a hackathon, which cuts the drone cooldown in half. You gain a speed boost anytime he uses ult or a drone is destroyed. So kind of more of like an aggressive playmaking type ability. So not bad. We'll be playing Crypto. I'm going to be trying Crypto out. Seems to be really good. Fuse got some buffs. He actually got a brand new upgrade, Ringmaster, gaining access to ring consoles, similar to like Vantage. So kind of cool. Scar Tissue also actually buffed. Now you only take a flat 20 damage when crossing the Mother Lotus of 37 plus 75 over time. So kind of cool. Some buffs are fused. Got Newcastle buffs. Another defensive legend that also got buffed. So again, like some of the other ones that didn't really get as many buffs, or like getting some of their nerfs like reverted over time, aren't as good this patch. Throw speed actually buffed by 2.5 times. Castle Wall. Energized duration increased to 1 minute, so double the duration. That's huge. Will now destroy incoming projectiles as long as it's energized. That's broken. I still don't know who's going to really play Newcastle, though, because the people that play Newcastle are just fucking garbage at him. That's the only main problem that I have with Newcastle players. Like, every time I have a Newcastle on my team, they are just so fucking awful at the game. I don't know who the fuck plays Newcastle that's actually good at him. I really don't. I think that's kind of the main reason. I don't know. He's going to be really good. Like, in your higher lobbies, you'll probably see him. But, like, I still think in, like, your lower to mid-tier lobbies, or, like, just your general tiers of play, I think Lifeline's still going to be a lot better if you want that type of legend. Octane, Mad Hops moved to level 2. Thick Skin is actually updated for 5 less stim damage. So, listen to the quality of life. Small buffs for Octane. Watson, some small, I mean, I guess it's technically a nerf. Falling Stars Pylons will stop spawning Arc Stars after she gets eliminated, and then she has Split Conduit, which no longer reduces the shield regen capacity, so it's like kind of a buff nerf. Wraith gets the other like highlighting passive of going through the void, similar to what Ashe got, so there you go. Got a few new map changes. You guys can check these out if you guys want. There's a few things here. I'm not going to really talk about them because you kind of got to play the game to actually see what actually changed. I can't go through everything here just based off of what it says. And they get the modes, solos, kind of just an overall thing of solos. I'm not going to talk about it very much. And a rundown of mixtape, what we're going to be having for mixtape. Ranked, huge. Ranked is going to be huge. Hopefully we got some rank changes here. I haven't looked at this at all. All players in a pre-made ranked squad must be within 3 rank tiers of each other, or they will not be allowed to progress to matchmaking. I think that might be new. No tuning changes to be allowed to make rank scoring for launch of upheaval. That's unfortunate. I think the entry cost, especially into gold and evolve, needs to be reduced again. That is crazy. I don't know how they didn't change any of the rank scoring at all. Especially some of the entry costs. I don't know why that's not a thing. That's bad. It's really bad. Ranked reset. If you ended your last ranked season, you will determine where you started up in upheaval. If you ended your season in rookie, you'll be rookie 1 RP. If you ended your season above rookie, you'll be set back to bronze. I'm actually happy going back to bronze because at least I can actually play ranked all the way up to gold again. Usually once you get to go, like, especially solo queuing, like, it's just an absolute just bad time. It is impossible to rank up solo queuing, and I think that's the main problem with ranked. And I'm really surprised why we never got anything else, like any rank changes, especially like entry costs for solo queue players changed. Because I think the game really disincentivizes like solo queuing. It's decent if you have like a duo or a trio, but like solo queuing is just absolute fucking hell for ranked in this game. I think it's like the worst out of every single game currently, and even like Overwatch. Even I think solo queuing in Overwatch is even better, and that's saying a lot because Overwatch ranked has been fucking garbage for the entirety. So I was hoping we'd get some more changes here. We don't really have anything. Your end of season will now be determined by your highest rank you achieved. Split rewards. Your season rewards badge will be animated if you match or surpass your split 1 rank or split 2. If you not achieve this, you will get the normal version of your badge. So, if you really want an animated badge, you get to a certain point and then you wait until split number 2, and then you go past the whatever rank you got for split 1 to get an animated badge. You can kind of manipulate that if you want to, I guess. If you want to really animate a badge badly. Split 2 will take the same place as the 0.1 patch, not a week after like the previous seasons. So, I don't know what that really means, but whatever. No, apart from that, we have no other changes. So ranked is going to be absolute fucking slog this season again. That is one of the things that absolutely has held with season 19 and 20 back was ranked. It's been really bad, especially season 19 was really fucking bad. This season was also really bad. It's mainly solo queuing. I don't know, the majority of the time I'm solo queuing playing ranked, and it's just fucking awful. It's really, really bad. It's just a respawn simulator, and like the majority of the time you're just playing ranked, like you get like nothing out of it at all. You can sit and play for 2 hours and you'll get nothing to show for it most of the time. That's my main thing. Or you just sit and hide in the corner most of your matches because you're afraid to lose points, and you try to break even, and you have to place like at least top 5 to try to break even most of the time. Otherwise, you just keep losing points over and over again. Because if you're solo queuing, you just pair with fucking losers every game. They don't ban anybody, and the people you get on your teams are some of the worst people ever. So, I don't know. Legends got some other bug fixes. I'm not going to go through any of this. If you guys want to go through all this other stuff, graphics, whatever, you guys can go check this out in the patch notes. Apart from that, what did you guys think in the comments down below? I don't think I'll be live for the season launch day of this new season, but I should be live on Friday night with the new season of Apex. If you guys want to drop by on Friday night, I'll be streaming for probably about 2 hours, some new season of Apex, so be sure to drop by. Apart from that, I'm going to get out of here. Thanks for watching, everybody.